recommend certain recommendations to this conference, which I think could go a long way forward. As Honorable Justice T.S. Thakur said in the morning, the Chief Justice of India designate, that a lot of work needs to be done, and this conference is expected to come up with deliverables. In fact, this various 18 sessions of the day will all be moderated, and we've requested the moderators and speakers to come up with specific minimum recommendations of each session, which can then ultimately flow into the conference recommendations and documents. But as a student in cyber law, I thought there are some recommendations that this conference could have a look as we go forward. I think the first recommendation will be that the conference will need to work and contribute towards evolving cybersecurity law jurisprudence by coming up with common denominators and principles which are accepted by nations concerning protection and preservation of cybersecurity. That's the urgent crying need of the hour and will have to be done. And since this is a conference, it's an annual conference. We began last year, today is this year, and the next conference incidentally is already planned. The next conference is scheduled for 17th of November 2016. We already have 1 year of work ahead for us. But I think in this regard, I could recommend that the conference could take the assistance of the International Commission on Cybersecurity Law for the purposes of reaching out to the distinctive thought leaders and their visions and perspectives on how the legal frameworks on cybersecurity law could be appropriately evolved. I also think that it would be nice if the conference could work with international organizations like Interpol for the purposes of coming up with legal frameworks on how to deal with the challenges posed by the anonymity and other legal issues concerning the dark net. It will be a good idea if the conference could also look at collaborating with law enforcement agencies so that these agencies in different parts of the world could be contacted to collate the law enforcement best practices which are applicable in the context of the darknet in order to enable more regulation of activities, of illegal and criminal activities on the darknet. And there's no running away from the broad fact that there's a need for internationally harmonizing principles of cyber law. Different countries are going in different directions. We will need to have a harmonization effect. And I think here, this particular conference could take a thought leadership in harmonizing and giving recommendations on how to harmonize cyber laws across the world. Of course, it would also be nice if the conference could invite recommendations from different national governments and their representatives. We see a large number of people from different nations today, and we'll see more representatives coming in the post-launch session. We need to learn about how is cyber law as a jurisprudence developing in their countries. And of course, the coalition of cyber law best practices would go a long way forward, even for those other countries who want to enact more laws on cyber law in this regard. And I think when we move forward, we can't really forget about academicians, because these guys put in a lot of work. So the conference could actually invite all academic institutions working in cyber law to contribute to the conference work. And the entire issue pertaining to intermediary liability, I think needs to have a relook. It's being had a relook at the Stanford University, where Professor Giancarlo is working on that. It needs to be had a look in the context of Europe. It needs to be had a relook in the context of Asia Pacific per se, and see how can countries come up with common pearls of wisdom pertaining to the roles and responsibilities of intermediaries in the context of this ubiquitous environment of mobile, social, analytics, cloud, all put together. So it's a very interesting time. I think it will also be a good idea if the conference could recommend that countries need to mandate provisions for reporting cybercrimes. Already this morning, the chief guest, Justice Thakur, talked about it. The Law Secretary, Dr. P.K. Malhotra, talked about lack of reporting cybercrimes. And that's a universal problem. Nobody wants to report. But somewhere down the line, today when cybersecurity is being breached, it's no longer a private matter. It has an impact and ramification upon sovereignty and security of nations, and therefore mandating the reporting of cybercrime and cybersecurity breaches incidents, I think is going to be an essential element as we go forward. It will also be nice if workable solutions could be looked at on how to deal with the issues pertaining to jurisdiction. And I think that's a big black hole. Nobody has a real answer. Nobody wants to do a real answer, but that does not mean that the world will stop. This world will keep on looking at new mechanisms of how to deal with it. I think another issue will be to encourage the installation and adoption of a culture of cybersecurity amongst stakeholders. And finally, I think mobiles you can't forget. So this conference will have to also, I recommend also look at work on mobile law-related issues, on legal challenges thrown by use of mobiles and communication devices, and how do you protect your privacy on mobiles? That's one area that people are concerned with. People have started mortgaging their privacy without knowing about it. It's time that those elements of legal jurisprudence need to be looked at. And finally, I think it will be a good idea if the conference could come up and collate the international frameworks and best practices pertaining to mobile crimes, and also to ensure what will be the parameters that will be adopted by nations to achieve the right golden balance. The balance between protection and preservation of security and national interest on the one hand, and the balance between ensuring the protection of rights, obligations, duties and responsibilities, privacy and other issues and rights